What's up, guys? Welcome back. Seen a lot of requests for an alternate sort of version of Vegeta. So this is the best sort of one I could find. There's not as many good alternate Vegetas as there is Gokus, or at least I spent ages trying to find them. But this is like a pretty cool one. He just looks like extra bodybuilder-ish. And I'm probably going to give him some scars because I like doing that. And fire, obviously, in the background because fire is cool. Love fire. Pyromaniac. Okay, landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. Center point of my page about here. His head's quite small, so I might have to zoom in. Movie magic, zoom in, right? So we're going to just start like in the center with the frown, right? So that W, and like we could be a bit spicy with it and go a bit higher on the edges. Because it's an alternate version, right? So I'll probably zoom in now. So that'll just give you a scale compared to the page. And then I'll zoom into the face. Boom. Then we go for the eyebrows. So go. Take it out and up that way, right? Square end. And then bring it back in. You want to get thinner as you go down and to there, okay? And just leave a space to color in yellow in there, or blue or red, or whatever style hair you want to do. And then we'll go the other way. So take it up, out there. Square end, and then back down. Some hair on the end there. And then we got like some extra sort of frowning lines sort of coming across here. I want to give him a scar maybe on the eye. Vegeta always was a kind of character that struck me as a guy who should have loads of scars. Like, he's not as talented as Goku, so he like gets beat up a lot. So then the eye itself, small line, long line, diagonal, and then you join those together with a curved line there. On this side, it's kind of different, but we'll do as similar as we can. So we'll go short line, long line, so it's not as big this eye, but we could do it the same size just to keep things kind of symmetrical. Curved line to there. Now if you don't add pupils like that, if you want them to be white, like as if he was in berserk mode or something. But then the iris colored looking up at us there, and then the iris colored looking up at us underneath there. So it's kind of maybe probably a little bit 3/4. So then his nose. So we got this sort of curved, sort of a fish hook sort of shape like that. And then we add a little bit of that shadow coming up the side. And then we have the cheek marks. And then the mouth just underneath, so he's smiling pretty heavily there. Another sort of line that way. And then shadow underneath bottom lip. And then his chin. Like so. So we got kind of diagonal, sort of head tilt a little bit. So we go for the jaw, up side of the head, like so, and then change direction towards the ear, and then on this side it'll go a bit further and go right up So I'm going to give some sideburns. So a sideburn here, beside the eyebrow basically, and another one there. And this will become his ears as well. So the ears sticking out quite big on this side. This one's a little bit skinnier, but it's still pretty big. And then the ear lines inside. This sort of stuff. Just nears that eye wrong. That's the way it is in the picture. I think I might have to fix that eye. Sorry now. Mistake. So I'm just waiting for that to dry now. So while I'm waiting for that, sorry about that by the way, that was a mistake. So we'll go scars, right? So we're going to give him some like scratches and stuff, and I'm going to go for a scar on his face, right? Maybe a big one. Like either over his eye or on his forehead. I'm going to go here. Just go for it, right? Big scar. And then on his face. I don't know what it is about scars and characters like this, but it just makes him look a bit cooler. Right, so I'm going to try that eye again. It was really close to the nose. So this is a good lesson for people to learn. You can make mistakes, but you can fix them, right? Or you can try. So it was a bit close to his nose, right? Even I make mistakes. Often I edit them out, but I'll show this one. So we'll go curve it, right? And we won't go as far this time. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay. And I'll just clean that up a little bit now as well. Let's keep going. I think that's better anyway. So we've got like some lines just on the side of his head here, his temples. And then his hairline, so it comes down to this sort of V in the middle. Right, so it curves around. He's got a very high hairline. Receding hairline, some would say. Right, and then it curves around. Like that. And then we'll add maybe a vein. Some scratches. Like so. Okay. Hair. So we'll go kind of crazy with the hair, I think. So you want to start small, not too crazy, I guess. That looks pretty similar to that. Right. And well, maybe we'll go a little bit wavier because it is an alternate version. Right, so these kind of spikes like so. Some of them a bit more interesting than others. And you just keep sort of adding these. It kind of goes like a candle flame sort of a thing. Then there's one there, and then another one in the middle, but we got here first. And then like a bigger one sort of here. And then you just add like your textures to all these. So you just follow each sort of hairline. that. Okay, so that's his head. So apart from the eye, that worked out pretty well, but we fixed the eye. So now, body, anatomy, crazy big, right? So really wide neck here. Curved out like that. And the other one, there. Neck muscles, sort of a V sort of shape in there. And then another line there. There, maybe like an Adam's apple sort of shape in there. So center line for his chest, right? So kind of like double bump, because we're going super muscly Vegeta, right? Bodybuilder type. There, and then his trapezius that way. And then we'll go across here. And then his trapezius goes down there. So we have like ripped and torn clothing and like arms folded in front. So we'll do, right, so the strap's coming over his shoulder. We'll go this way. So they're all torn now. Very sort of jaggedy, bumpy sort of clothing. It goes around the other shoulder. There. And then on this side, so this, well, we got his shoulder sticking out here, and then on the other side we can see just a bit more of his strap coming around the shoulder. Right. So this kind of goes down, his bicep is just like here, and then his arms are folded across his chest. So I guess this arm first, right? We'll go two bumps, right? We'll go shoulder, bicep bump, there. Two sort of even sort of bumps, right? This one then sort of comes back this way. And around, kind of very sort of roundy sort of shape like that. And this is like, so you got like deltoid muscles and stuff all here. And this, like, it's crazy muscly. So his bicep is there, and then there's extra muscle lines in here. I think this is an AI image because it doesn't really make much sense, that. But it looks cool. That's the main thing. So his forearm here will go underneath his hand, right? So his wrist goes in there, and he's got that white glove on his wrist. So we'll just go like around. Right, so his hand disappearing in there, and then this will go down, bumping sort of, and you'll have like fabric lines just sort of folding around this. So this goes around for his forearm, comes out from the glove, very big forearm, and then it comes down to an elbow, kind of pointy, and up there, and then the top of the forearm here with like some more sort of muscles and stuff there. So we'll attach this arm just up to the shoulder now. So again, it's similar to the other side, but just a bit narrower because it's turned away. So like a big sort of basketball like shoulder here, and then his bicep, which is basically this line as well. And then his tricep just sticking out there, and with some more sort of muscle lines. Give him a vein. right? And then, so this other arm is massive, right? So, and they put a lot of detail into the tricep, so we'll go for that as well. Right, so tricep comes out like that. But your tricep also joins inside, especially when you're this big. So it goes like in, down, right? And it seems to have another section, like a Y-like section here. Like that, right? Kind of like this horseshoe sort of shape. And then his elbow sticks out the bottom, goes back in. And then his forearm goes underneath that glove. And then we got some other forearm sort of muscle lines. Kind of like that. And then his t-shirts and clothing sort of hanging down. Kind of just goes baggy, kind of this way. But we see some more rips and tears sort of on the back here. And then a very narrow waist. Sort of bodybuilder style there. So then just some more kind of faux lines and stuff inside here. And then scratches, dirt, maybe another scar somewhere. Maybe a scar on his chest. I'm gonna go for here. Maybe Luffy, like One Piece, X scar on his chest. Okay, right, so then he's got like lots of debris and rocks and stuff around the air, like fire and everything, so let's go for that. So just these spiking sort of shapes and like a rock. So maybe one like there. So you're just sort of, with these, it's kind of all about feel. You're just adding sort of these spiky fire lines and then like some rounder square like blocks like that. So basically to do a brick in the air, the easiest way, you just do this kind of bumpy square like shape. But then you want to make it 3D, so you'll add like an underside like this. See that? You're just tracking around the edge. And then the human brain fills that in like that. That must be a floating rock. That's all it could be, right? And something else sometimes like coming in here. You know, when things go off the edge of the page, it makes people think, oh, there's stuff that exists outside the page. Right, basically, that's it. That turned out better. Just touch and go with that eye, but we fixed it. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.